To switch on the terminal and therefore the treadmill, please press the silver button on the lower right-hand side. After that, please wait until the screen shows "Please wait" and "Getting things ready." The last screen recommends using safety gear and also to read the instructions. Now you can click OK. Now you are in the main menu of the terminal. So, hello everyone, and welcome to today's perturbation tutorial. We first start by setting the language to your preferred language, in our case to English. To get to the language menu, click on the gear wheel on top of the screen. In the next screen we can choose our language in the drop-down menu. And we click the big green OK button at the right bottom. Back in the main menu we click on Profile and Test. The perturbation module is the first profile. Click Profile Start at the right bottom to start the perturbation mode. Next you can see the warning information pops up. Please only use the perturbation function with a full prevention system, like for example, the safety arch. Please carefully read the warning info before you start your perturbation training. Click Accept that you have read the warning information. Now please type in the perturbation pin. Type 3996 and hit OK. You can also skip the countdown by clicking OK. Now you can speed up your treadmill to, for example, 2 km/h even with variable acceleration speeds. You see the speed as green line in the graph going from 0 to 2 km/h and also the graphs for heart rate and elevation. Now let me show you how you can manually set perturbation impulses. First, I will show you how you can make a trip by suddenly slowing down the treadmill. Therefore, please choose the perturbation profile 0. As you can see in the graph, the treadmill slowed down so your patient or your athlete tripped. Now I will show you the slipping profile, so you can make your athlete or your patient slip right away by suddenly speeding up the treadmill. Please use the perturbation profile number 1. Now you can see in the graph that the treadmill suddenly sped up so your patient or your athlete slipped. Now I will show you the 4 perturbation profiles that are already included in your perturbation module. The first profile that is included is the profile number 1. It suddenly slows down from 4 to 3 km/h, creates a trip and speeds up to 4 km/h again. The second profile accelerates or decelerates from 4 km to 3 or 5 km/h. The patient or the athlete will suddenly trip or slip when the treadmill will suddenly slow down or suddenly speed up. It is completely random and nobody can say what the next impulse will be. Let's take a look at some of the other features available in perturbation mode. If you press the up or down buttons between the graph and the profile window, you can switch between the various options available in the window on the right-hand side. The first option is the quick generator, which is only available in perturbation mode. Here, you can easily set up a training session, including the duration, frequency of the perturbation events, the increment and the intensity. Simply press start and the generator will create random events based on the settings. Next are the cognitive functions. A full prevention system is also recommended here. These cognitive functions include the Stroop test, in which the subject on the treadmill needs to tell the therapist the color of the written text. Here, you must guess the capital of the country. There is also a word salad exercise where you have to guess the correct word. We have calculations at different levels of difficulty, from easy to hard. Here, you must say the correct number in the sequence. In flags, you must guess the country that matches the flag shown. We are now back at the Stroop test. If you press the down button, you will go to the next screen showing rating scales. Right here, we have included the Bork, the modified Bork and the pain scale. You can mark the subject's condition here using the face icons. This will show up as a marker on the graph on the left, and also on the reports for the therapist if you export them. In the next menu, you can start the metronome to provide acoustic cues for the subjects. The last option is the Poincare diagram. If you want to generate a new perturbation profile, go to Profiles and Tests, and press Create Own Profile. Here you see the usual screen for profile creation, but to use perturbation you must click on the Change to Perturbation button on the right bottom. You see, the interface changed and on the top it now says Perturbation Step. We click on the left timing field to set a profile step duration. We set the general speed to 2 km/h and add a new step into the profile by clicking the button Add Step. Now we create a perturbation step with the duration of 300 milliseconds and a sudden stop of the treadmill, and also add this step to the profile. Afterwards we add the base step with 5 seconds duration and the normal speed. The next step is a trip again, without straight stop but with a short and soft speed reduction. Let's save the perturbation profile by clicking Save Profile. Now set the index. In this example we use index 5 from the drop-down menu, and name the profile. Click OK and the profile is saved and ready to use. If you want to edit another saved profile, just click on Select Profile and choose. It can be changed using the steps as just shown. Let's get back to the Profiles and Tests menu and start the perturbation mode again. Start the perturbation mode again with base speed of 2 km/h. If needed, scroll through the perturbation profiles on the right window. We see our newly generated profile on index 5. We start it and in the graph we already see what's happening. We have a full stop, go back to 2 km/h and have a mild slowdown to 1.5 km/h and go back to base speed. By pushing the stop button on the haptic keyboard we end the training. The treadmill stops and we see a summary screen. Here you can also export a training report as PDF or CSV.